Boom. And we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
That's right. And we got a good show for you this evening, man. Rolling off the back of the Sheep's Head Showdown this weekend. We had a great time. We've got Stephanie, Michael in the studio from Food, Booze, and Hiccups. Three things that I'm down with. Good. So we're gonna talk about that. But before we do, I think you may know the routine here on the show. We're gonna thank the people that keep the lights on for us over here at the Brownwater Studios. Our good buddy Dr. Robbie Williams over at Southern Magnolia Smiles. He is located on Washington Avenue right here in Gulfport. You can look him up on the socials at Southern Magnolia Smiles. That's Instagram and Facebook. And when you're ready to book that appointment, because 2023 is the year to keep your mouth clean, just give them a call at 228-215-1202 and tell them that we sent you. Our buddy Tyler over at Taylor & Cox Law Firm, man, they've been practicing law in Pascagoula for around 30 years. So if you find yourself in need for legal representation, no, it's not always the best time in your life, but you want somebody that's going to fight tooth and nail for you. They specialize in felonies, misdemeanors, DUI, family law, divorce, child custody, you name it. Tyler can take care of it for you. So if you find yourself in that boat, give them a shout at 228-696-0111. And our buddy Rocky Brooks over at Sea to Swamp, he was a sponsor of the tournament this weekend as well. We want to thank him for that. He's got two locations, one in Gaucher and one in Gulfport. Outdoors, he's got you covered. Tackle, apparel, rods, reels, fishing poles, services. He can fix your reel if it's messed up. Boots, brown water gear, he's got it all. Go check him out. Look him up on Facebook, see the number 2 and then Swamp, or you can give him a call at 228-205-3964. And like I say, the Gulfport location slinging kayaks as well. So he's doing big things, and we appreciate his support. Our buddy Kendrick over at Forever Young Men and Women's Health, look them up on Facebook as well. If you feel like you can't get off the couch, you can't get back to working out, you just feel lethargic like a big turd, we've been saying on the show, and you want to get moving
really
again.
Know how to say it.
That's right, baby. Give Kendrick a call at 228-363-6623 and let him run some lab work on you. Maybe it's a vitamin deficiency. Maybe you need some hormone replacement. He specializes in testosterone replacement for both men and women. That's right. Look that up. Put your care in the hands of a professional and let Kendrick
stop being a turd.
That's right. Stop being a turd. So we appreciate his support. And bringing up the rear like he does for us here, it's our District 5 Supervisor, Randy Bosarge. He stuck with us after the election season, said he wanted to stay on sponsoring the show. We want to thank him for looking out for everybody in District 5 and keeping the progress moving forward, even though it's causing a lot of chaos on our end of town, but we understand it.
Yeah,
and,
we're going to let you slide on that.
We appreciate it. So it's growing pains, though. But all right, so let's jump into it. So 3 things that I'm down with, maybe 2 more than the one. The hiccups I could do without, but it comes with the booze.
That's part of it.
It comes with the booze. So what is Food, Booze, and Hiccups? It's well, introduce yourself first to the people watching, and then we'll get into that. So how do you know each other?
Very intimately.
There you go. That's a good question.
They just met.
We just figured
we met. He was eating, I was drinking, and then we both got hiccups. So here we go.
There it was.
There it is.
Great story.
Yeah. Kind of goes that way, but not really.
Yeah. So my name's Michael.
There you go.
Wherever the camera's
we just
at.
ignore the cameras.
All right,
It's
cool.
just us. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm Stephanie.
Then Stephanie. That's right. So catering business, is that the best way to call it?
So we're a catering business, yes.
Okay.
That's the way the health department classifies us.
Oh, well.
We have to go with that.
Lord knows they are the end all be all.
Yes.
So a catering business, explain to people that's never heard of you guys, like what's the best way to think about your business?
So we're pretty much, we try to act like a pop-up restaurant instead of a catering company. The catering stuff's kind of played out. Like most people just hand you a menu, you pick 2 meats, pick 3 sides. We didn't want to do that. So we wanted to act like a pop-up restaurant. So now you have this experience on top of not just good food.
Right.
Then there's a lot of conversation and stuff like that. We started out publicly, like selling tickets before the whole COVID thing.
Okay.
And then COVID made us go to private dinner, which just works out better for us.
Probably easier on the backside. So y'all local from here? Where'd y'all start?
So I was born and raised here in Ocean Springs.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yep. I'm from South Florida.
South Florida.
We'll take
so
it.
that's
Yep,
fine.
take it.
At least you're south, not north.
Yes.
And then how'd y'all meet and run into each other?
Jacksonville. We met in culinary school.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yes,
Sweet.
yes.
Sweet.
He was finishing culinary school. I was coming back to finish culinary school.
All right.
We graduated together.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we
Nice.
graduated together. I graduated an entire year after I was supposed to.
That's okay.
That's all right. It takes some people. I went to JC for like 6 years. I had my own parking spot there for a while.
Yeah, they knew him better than they knew the dean. So
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So what we get in culinary school? What y'all get, like a bachelor's in what?
So
do
it's
they consider?
and I got associate.
Or associates?
Yeah, in science.
Yes. Associates culinary and then bachelor's culinary management.
Yeah.
Okay. So, were y'all
formally trained.
Yeah.
formally
Were y'all
trained.
training to be chefs, or were you training to go in the management side of it, or what was the plan?
No, so I wanted to cook. So I left Hattiesburg. I was doing construction up there and just had a kid and kind of topped out what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, there's two things I want to do. It's either culinary school or go fly a helicopter. And flying helicopters really expensive. So.
Yes, it is.
And I was like, man, all right, Jacksonville, they got a beach, they got a culinary school. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just enrolled, moved down there by my damn self.
Had you worked in the culinary arts prior to going to the school?
The art.
Yeah.
Culinary arts?
Were
Yeah.
you an artist
Yes.
before?
No.
No.
So, well, I had done front of the house, but
Okay.
never worked BOH.
Yeah, that's the trenches, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the trenches. That's
where
where all the magic happens, right?
It's a whole
Front
lot
of the
of
house
fun.
is like normal people. Back of
Yeah,
the house,
They're like
No.
pretty,
savages.
and then in
savages.
the back you just baiting on
Right,
pots
pretty.
and
Yeah.
Got their life together
Yes.
in the
It's
front of the
a-
house.
Yes.
But you form a family beside your family. Like, back of the house folks, like,
Yeah.
you're in it together, bro. It's just it's a whole crew of degenerates, basically.
Correct.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know, that don't know what to do with their life. But,
Right.
Prison yard. It's a giant prison yard.
yeah.
Right.
That
the
want to have fun and
the-
drink.
The
and-
language sometimes gets testy back
It's
there.
colorful. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Attitudes fly sometimes, and dishes fly,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and stuff like that.
Knives.
You think
Yeah.
it's more of a male-driven industry,
Right.
which it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
But
No, especially
a
when the
bunch of-
joke is
you
always
get a bunch of fucking
go
egos
back to
back
the
there.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Y'all always tell us to go to the kitchen.
Right.
And then we do, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is for men, back up.
Yeah. Don't come in here telling us what to do.
Exactly.
So y'all went to Jacksonville, moved back here. Was this always the plan, or
No.
No.
Meeting was not the plan.
Mm,
Yeah,
no.
Nothing
do,
ever
Do you
goes-
want to tell that story? Is that where you're going with this?
Why not?
She's gonna tell it.
It's a pretty good one.
All
It is
right.
a good one. But I mean, we basically, when we met at the end of culinary school, it was kind of just like, all right, I just got out of a relationship. I'm looking for a rebound. I got a month and a half till I'm going to Alaska. And I was
Sweet.
very
Nothing
upfront with
serious.
it.
And I didn't
Yeah.
want nothing serious.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
And he
Yeah,
was
Famous
like,
last
cool.
words.
I was
Yeah.
down there to
Famous
work.
last words. Yeah.
Exactly.
Work and have fun.
mutual agreement.
Yeah.
Yes, we shook hands and
Right.
that was it. And
Here we
then
are.
It's like,
month
cool,
and a
you're,
half.
it's cool. You're leaving in a month and a half. I'll be single again.
Yes.
Right.
And so I left for Alaska. I did what I said I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
And I came back and I was pregnant.
Oh, well, congratulations.
And
Back
yeah,
then.
She told me on Father's Day, too,
I
that she was
did.
pregnant.
It happened.
So you're good with timing.
Well,
Yeah.
I found out on Father's Day. I
Right.
got back and I was with my dad and I was still seasick and had no clue why. Didn't even drink the night before. And
Yeah.
And that's
all
that.
you need is one stick to tell you.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Hey, I
So-
got some good news, and I picked a good day
Yeah,
to tell you
and some
too.
bad news, too.
Well, I told him face to face on the first one.
Yeah.
However, the second one,
Mm,
we actually vacationed here, and it was, I think, my second time here. We had come to
Yeah.
Peter Anderson, and then we came back in the summer for a weekend and stayed at the Golden Nugget. And then,
yep.
about a
Then-
month later, I sent him a text at work and said, "I'm
Mhm.
pregnant."
And I said, cool, I'm getting snipped.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And that's
that was
what
the end
happened.
of
We
that
have to end
conversation.
this.
Yeah. And I was like, nope. And I had
This
already,
must stop now.
I had a 19, or she's 19 now.
Yeah.
I had an 11-year-old at the
Yeah,
time when we met.
That's a pretty big gap.
Pretty big gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 11-year-old was sitting on the couch. She had came down to visit me in Jacksonville
She was asleep.
for Father's Day. And then that's when this one dropped a bomb on me.
Oh, you got a babysitter.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It does work out that way.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
So we ended up in Ocean Springs. We talked earlier. I think there was some land that y'all came about downtown Ocean Springs.
Yeah, so where we do our dinners at, right there across from the golf cart place and where Salted
Yeah.
Peach is now.
Yeah.
So my parents actually own the land.
Okay.
They bought it as an investment property and just kind of holding on to it, you know. And so we had moved back and we were working. I'd worked at a couple places, and then we were basically just like, all right, fuck this. Like nobody's doing it right. Like we're gonna cook for ourselves. So we actually quit where we were working at. she was at the same place, and then he fired her the next day.
Cool.
Yeah, we quit.
Classy.
He quit. I was fired.
And it was
Who's
Thanksgiving.
coming with me?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's coming with me?
And so, of course, like I leave that day and called my folks, and I'm like, hey, I quit. I was like, but we got an idea. We want to run by you. And of course, I just get fucking grilled.
Well,
I'm like, you're an idiot. You got 3 kids.
it was also Thanksgiving, so the whole family was there for the walk of shame.
Yes.
It was
Here
literally
comes the 2 unemployed guys.
Exactly. And everybody's like, oh, they're just going to be hitting us up now.
Right? You got 3 kids at home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I say I got grilled, I got grilled.
Yeah.
You're not moving back in here.
That's because
but it was exactly. So yeah, we told him, we were like, look, we got this concept. We have been a part of these things. These like pop-up dinners in Jacksonville.
All we need is your land and a credit card.
And it wasn't going on here. Like, nobody was doing these like pop-up events.
Yeah.
And so we told them, and my mom, I'll never forget it. She goes, Michael, nobody wants to eat your fancy ass food around here.
That's kind of a compliment.
Is what she told me.
Kind of.
And but look, they were like, if this is what y'all want to do, y'all can use the property. Like, cool. They even helped us out get started.
Y'all are just to the west of that office, correct? Am I thinking about it in the right spot? I know you're saying right on the other side of the cart rentals, right? But next to the parking lot, there's a building. Then is that where y'all at right there? Okay.
Yep.
Parking lot next home.
Next home realty.
I think it's an office. I thought
downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
upstairs. Is
next home realty
rental or Airbnb, whatever.
They're cool people next to us, so we can shout them out real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And then they have 3 Airbnbs upstairs.
Graham Compton, he said this guy can cook. We had him for us in DTOS a couple weekends ago for a friend's birthday party.
Okay.
Knocked it out of the park.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is, right there.
Sweet.
So explain the concept. So we go. We first of all, it was just a pop up. Like y'all were doing it. You were preparing a menu, put it on Facebook, and we would
sell tickets on Eventbrite, and we were just. It was like basically, hey, we're gonna come cook. You know, the concept kind of started is the way that we both kind of grew up, like both Italian families, like always in the kitchen. You know, especially in the South, there's always food for everything you do.
Right.
And we just wanted to bring people together and like have fun. You know, and so we would post it up on Eventbrite. You would come and buy like 2 tickets or 4 tickets.
But you didn't know what you were going to eat.
We didn't
tell. So it was just open menu.
Yeah. You would just tell us your allergies or dietary restrictions. And then like if you were pescatarian or something, like your meal would be straight up pescatarian. Well, you're having some badass beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we would just follow whatever that was, if you're gluten-free or whatever. But you had no clue what you were eating until we put the plate in front of you and told you what it was.
Wow.
We would post like sneak peek menus here and there, but that's it.
And we wanted to showcase what was here besides just fried seafood, right?
Right.
Like, everything here growing up, it was just fried seafood, like good cuisine.
Right.
Yeah.
But nobody's using product that's from here necessarily. You know, even a lot of seafood, you know,
unfortunately, it's coming overseas. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about that this weekend, as a matter of fact.
And it's just like, man, we have all this great product, you know, not only in Mississippi, but Louisiana, Alabama. Like, we can get damn fresh clams in the panhandle of Florida.
Right.
Like, that's only an Eastern thing that I always thought.
Right.
Yeah.
So we wanted to showcase that, and that's kind of what put us down this path of.
Now, that's pre-COVID?
Yeah. And that's still what we do now.
Oh, okay.
Like we don't give you a menu.
Yeah, we still do that, but that was the whole concept for it is like, if you're an adventurous eater and you want something fun to do, pay us, show up. It's grass. It might rain.
Right.
Yeah. The food's going to be great.
You're just I think I've done it before, and I know everybody else has too. You get in a rut. Like you get these favorite restaurants and you get something favorite and you get like Subway. I think I've been to Subway 4,000 times and ordered the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When something's good, you never want to branch out.
Yeah.
So with this, I guess you don't have no choice. Like you're going to get what's in front of you. Yeah.
And look, we've had people try to book us and they're like, yo, will you give us a menu? And I'm like, no. And they'll throw a fit about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, it's good to be in this spot, but we can be like, hey, I'm sorry, but you're not our client. Like,
this ain't what we do.
If you want just some sides and like a pork tenderloin,
right?
Like
there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Right.
Like you don't need us.
We'll recommend them to someone else.
Right.
And it's just more of like pushing people out of your box.
Correct.
You know, we'll try anything.
Yeah.
Except for fucking lima beans.
Well,
I love lima beans.
I'll cook them. I hate lima beans.
Love them. I'll play this game. I can't name 4 foods that I don't like. Probably 3 that I don't like.
Yeah.
can't name.
Yeah, I can. I'm pretty much
Grapefruit comes to mind.
I love grapefruit.
I don't really care for grapefruit.
See, I think
Outside of that,
love every
Eggplant?
piece.
Love it.
Love fried
Really? Love
eggplant.
it.
Yeah, fried eggplant.
Love it.
we don't.
Well, no,
Absolutely
okay.
love
Try
it.
this. Burn the shit out of eggplant
Now, wait
and
a
puree it. That's how we eat it.
Is that
That's
good?
how he. Yes.
Okay, I will try it.
It changes.
Now I've had things cooked that I like that sucked. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I've had shitty meals, but I'm just saying like
Right.
overall, like I don't like that.
But like no,
Yeah.
like if a lima bean touches his tongue,
No.
like he'll gag.
I love
I'll
them.
throw up.
White
Yeah.
beans, lima beans,
I can eat other beans. It's just lima beans.
I love 'em.
And
Really?
I don't know.
a
it's
little
just
ham and a little butter.
how my mom did them as a kid. I
Yeah.
just hate them.
God,
And I'll still cook them. And I get her to taste them. And I'm like, here, it's like, you got to taste this. Like, you got to
No,
make
he'll
sure.
get like the tear.
You
in
got to
his
make
eye.
sure it's
Yeah.
seasoned right. Like,
yeah,
Yes.
same thing. So I'm allergic to whitefish. We cook it all the time, but I can't eat it.
Yeah.
damn.
And so
Weird allergy.
she loves it.
Yeah.
Not any other fish, just whitefish.
Just whitefish. It's
Damn.
crazy.
Okay.
So where do y'all pull y'all's inspiration for your menu? Is it kind of regional? Is it seasonal? What do y'all do with that?
All the things.
So
Yeah.
it's very much seasonal. So we get a list from JV Foods. It's one of our main distributors. They're out of Culinary, Louisiana, and they buy from small farms.
Right.
And so they'll drive a truck from Louisiana all the way into Florida, and as they're dropping stuff off, they're picking stuff up too to take back to the warehouse. So it's just constant. So we cook whatever's coming out of the ground. So they send us a list 3 days a week. We roll through it. We have some cuisines that we like more than others.
yeah.
Just as far as like, we love Thai food.
Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook page. I was going to get into that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love Thai. We're both Italian. We cook some Italian stuff, but we don't do it all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we fall down like a rabbit hole. Like if we
Yeah.
look at something that's from like Brazil, we're like, oh, let's do
Yeah.
everything
Right.
Brazilian.
Okay.
And so we tell people we cook what we want to eat.
All right.
And then
Minus
you
the
just
limas.
minus the limes.
Yeah.
Minus the limas. I cook what
yeah.
I want to eat.
So I mean, that's kind of how we approach it. It's just like, yo, this is kind of, man, we're getting this product in, or we haven't done duck in a while, or it's something like this, and we're just like, yo, we got to try this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Duck was kind of on my list. I didn't hate it, but I'd never and I hated it at some fancy restaurant in New Orleans, and it still seemed a little greasy, a little whatever. But then I got those ducks that we shot, and we smoked them, and they were amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Duck's back on the
Yeah,
list.
duck's good.
Duck's
Nice.
good.
Well, a lot of
We like
things,
that.
it's how you handle it too.
Yeah.
We've had numerous people that we've fed octopus to, and they're like, every time I have octopus, it's chewy, it's this and it's
Yeah.
that. And we're like,
Right.
No,
wasn't handled
I
properly.
had it in Mexico. It's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's legit.
It's
Good
so
stuff.
good. If things are like, it doesn't have to be fried and calamari, you know, everything is
Well, I think that's a
Good.
Southern thing. Everything
Fried.
is fried.
is
Yeah.
fried.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Bread.
you get in the
Yeah.
mood for that.
Bananas.
and look, you give
Ice
me
cream.
You
Yeah.
give me an oyster po' boy
Right.
fried
I'm
any
happy.
day of the week.
Yeah.
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 Like
But you
and
gotta
probably
get-
twice.
You got to get away from that for more than just eating the same stuff. Health reasons. It's
Yeah.
it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
Are y'all seafood focused or not
No.
really? It's just kind of what.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do try, like, we try to give people a balance when they have a meal, especially if there are no allergies or restrictions. It's like, cool, we did a seafood dish, or like we started with our oyster. Let's do a pork, you know, let's do a beef, or like we're getting really good rabbit. You know, we
Yeah.
try and mix it
Rabbit.
Or
up.
Rabbit's
yeah,
delicious.
we got
Yes.
rabbit
Yeah,
coming
rabbit's
up.
good.
We
Yes.
got rabbit coming up Friday.
What? So when you book the thing and then you show up, how many courses are y'all doing? How does that work?
So we do 4 courses. We always try to start with a muse, which is the French hermit oyster, if we can get them.
Okay. Yeah. We've had one. We've had
Yeah,
one on the show.
he's a good
Yeah.
guy.
So
Yeah,
good.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the
Mark
only
Willis.
oyster
Mark
we do,
Willis.
though. We won't, if they're out or if they're just not up to par, we won't serve
His are
otherwise.
pretty. I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, they're delicious. Like,
Mhm.
I grew up eating the Gulf oysters, the big old muddy, gritty ones
Yeah.
that I thought were the best thing ever. And then working in Jacksonville, I got to try a lot of different oysters because they brought them in from the East Coast, the West Coast, and all that.
What was the school?
It was the Art Institute.
It
Okay.
is closed
It
now.
is, yeah, it's no longer.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
It's one of those fraud ones, you know, that you hear
Oh.
about on the news.
nice. Okay. Well, anyway.
And then
Still
we
worked
were
out
one
for
of the
y'all.
last classes coming through, and they were like, "All right, fuck these people.
Yeah.
We can't do this anymore."
Yeah. We feel bad.
So,
So you got to try a lot of different oysters, though. His
Yeah.
holds up.
and they're legit. I
Yeah.
mean, that they're clean, they're smaller, so you're not having to chew them. You know, the salinity goes up and down, but the brininess is there.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a good oyster.
Yeah.
And so we try to serve that.
They're so salty right now. It's unbelievable. They're like 28 parts per. It's like salty,
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's
oyster
the
right
best
now.
one.
That's the best one,
Yeah, get the saltier the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we like that's our amuse course, and we try to always start with that because kind of tells our story of, this is in our backyard. We're from here. And
Unless
all that.
we get something cool though. We've done like a Kobe beef, like
we've done some different stuff, but that's usually the go-to.
Yeah.
And then we'll serve you 3 savory courses.
Right.
So Steph has the bakery, Sweet Enchantments. We shout that out. There you go.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So she'll do the bread and the dessert course, but we write the menu together.
Okay.
For a lot of it. And it's just like sitting down, usually having a cocktail. Kids will go to sleep, and it's just like, hey, we got this product. And there's sometimes I'll just order stuff, and then we don't even write the menu until like a couple days later.
Like a matching game. Like you flip a card, and you're like, okay, today we're doing fig and pork. Great.
Yeah, go.
Put it together.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we like to sit down and come up with a menu, and I love putting savory and sweet. And then there's times where he loves to, I want to put this syrup on this or chocolate on this or,
just a little kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different kick.
Change it up. I mean, you can cross kitchens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of kitchens, where are we cooking? You present on Government Street. That's where everybody comes to. But where are we cooking out of?
So we have the commercial kitchen at Sweet Enchantments.
Okay.
So that's where we do all of our prep.
That's over by Mosaic Church.
Yes.
We're on Thorn Avenue right
on 90.
there. On 90.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. That's not very far.
No.
Yeah.
So you said your game changed after COVID. So explain that process of it changing after COVID.
Oh man, that's a fun one.
Process number 1, freak out.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how long were y'all in it when COVID hit? This was like a 1-month-old business or 1-year-old business?
We were
not a year.
Not a year.
Oh, that's really good.
We had started.
Yeah. Not even the anniversary.
Our
yet.
first dinner was May 24th.
May 24th. Yep.
Because it's Hannah Grace's birthday.
Yep.
His daughter's birthday. And then by the time the world was shutting down in March, so we hadn't even made it a full year. But even before March, people were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like my best friend's sister's brother's mother's uncle is sick, so we can't come.
Right.
Like, great.
Right.
But was it steady? Were people interested?
So we had it's a friend of ours. She had called up and, everybody was stuck at home. Wives wanted to get away from their husbands. Husbands wanted to get away from wives.
Like 2 days into COVID.
Yeah. And so a friend of ours called us and she goes, all right, Michael. She goes, I'm bringing 20 girls. We're going to do this dinner. And she goes, we just got to get out of the house.
Yeah. We don't give a shit about COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we told her, I was like, look, I'm not wearing masks.
Right.
I'm just not doing it. How can I taste food and serve you food when I'm wearing a mask over my face? Just doesn't fit the bill. Right. And so she was like, we're going to do this for 20. I'm bringing 20 girls out. We were like, cool, let's get it. And so we did the dinner and they got rowdy and they were all tweeting and Facebooking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And literally it was snowball effect after that. People, because we kind of had the niche before the COVID thing hit, right? Like now everybody wanted you to be outside.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we were outside.
We already were.
And we're also a catering company, so we didn't have to go by the restaurant rules.
Okay.
So we kind of had this different thing that we could do.
It's definitely a loophole. Probably wasn't very legal, but we did it anyway.
But you were outside, so that's
we were outside, and we didn't have to. They were talking about when you hand people menus. Well, we don't give you a menu, so we don't give you a menu. We're outside.
We did disposable plates during the whole COVID thing.
We required them to bring their own cups. When we've always been BYOB. We don't have a structure, so we can't have a liquor license. So it's always BYOB. They can bring their alcohol out. We stopped bringing our wine glasses at the time, so they had to bring their
own
cup out.
Because the whole hand to mouth thing was
saliva
an issue.
swapping.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Unless you're doing shots.
Then we used to do water service
pour their water and
pre-COVID,
all that.
but now it was just water bottles. Cool, hey, we'll bring out water bottles. You can grab your own.
Throw it away.
Exactly.
Recycle it.
So
you was able to persevere through all that.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, they started posting pictures. There was some table dancing that night.
Okay.
We found some shoes.
There was a golf cart left on the lot.
That's a good party.
So it got cool.
I think we left with keys to said golf cart. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good party.
Yeah,
But
I like that.
And so then it just snowballed from there, and people started catching wind of it. And we were like, all right, I don't think we go back to this public thing ever again. People are just going to book private parties.
Right.
Cool, let's go.
Well, we've done some. People have asked for some, but we only do it if it's a collaboration. If we're doing a beer pairing dinner
or a fundraising dinner for somebody.
Right,
or something like that.
Then we'll pair up and we make that public. But other than that, it's just we have enough people calling, and
we do have to mention we'll mention the Giving Kitchen dinner here at the end of the month.
What's that?
Why don't you mention it right
No,
now?
we're just mentioning it now?
Yeah, just mention it now. No better time than
You'll
now.
forget.
Yeah, we're collabing up with Alex Perry and his squad from Vestige and Given Kitchen. It's a fundraising dinner, and they're asking everybody over the course of a month to donate $1,000. And Given Kitchen kicks back money for food service workers. So if you like get fired or get hurt or something, you can apply to them, and you know whether you get it or not, they'll give you some money like to try to help out.
Yeah.
So Alex hit us up to do this collab dinner. And so we're going to do it October 29th on the lot. Us and Alex pledged $1,000 each to give back to him. But we're going to do it almost like a Oktoberfest theme. So a lot of sausage. Oktober feast. That's
Oktober
it.
feast.
There you go.
Yes. It's going to be fun. So we're opening those tickets up tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be
Where can they get them? Where can people get them?
Eventbrite, but we'll post it on all of our social media.
Okay.
But it'll be through Eventbrite.
Yeah.
And then we're going to we're nailing it down, but we should have a little add-on cocktail hour situation too for an additional donation.
Yeah. Now, do y'all do, like, is there a calendar right now to where you can go in and say, I want
we used to have
the
one
5th or the 6th.
and then
How does
it
that
got
work?
crazy, and then we opened the bakery, and I can't keep up with it. So
we're big about talking to people.
We just hope people call.
You know,
Okay.
I'd rather, so you can go and on our website, you can submit a request and be like, I'm looking at this date and we want, whether it's a beach chair bonfire or like tasting dinner or like a heavy at party or whatever it is, you can go in there and put that in and then we'll call you back.
Okay.
And this is just how I've always been, and you've been the same way too. We like to talk to people, and we can sell you on it because it does sound kind of crazy, right? Like, you want this dinner, I'm not going to tell you what you're eating, and you just got to trust me and show up,
Right?
Yeah.
And you got to pay us,
Right?
And so
we all hate chicken, and you serve us chicken.
and so I can sell people on the idea and paint a better picture for them.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, hey, look, this is what we're looking for, and if they have something specific, we can be like, all right, well, we can do this. We can do this. Like, that is catering to us.
Right.
It's not just, hey, here's a menu, pick 3, I'll buffet style the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be very good, but here you go. I'm going to charge you a ton of money.
No, we're like, what do you want?
We're like, we can cater to
How
you.
can we do it for you?
So they can kind of spitball you an idea, and you can roll with it there. That's cool because, like Joey said,
Unless it's a stupid idea, and then we just
Then we're not
talk them
doing
off
it.
the
Yes,
ledge or
yes.
turn them to our dark side.
Yeah.
But there are some people where
We do get some wild requests.
I want to hear a stupid one. Like, what's a good one?
stupid request.
Crayons.
No, like
No.
like I want all peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Can you, do,
Goodness.
can you do hot dogs?
Yeah.
Gourmet hot dogs.
Actually,
Those are good. Shut up.
yes,
Those are good.
we can
Yeah.
because there's these really good Wagyu hot dogs.
Coming out,
Wagyu hot dog.
coming out of
Yes.
Louisiana.
Wow.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Like
We've done it for a
stupid
few
good.
dinners.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not dinners. It was more like a heavy app thing with kids.
Yes.
And then the parents came over and started smashing these hot dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all ain't know this is Wagyu, did
Yeah.
y'all? Y'all thought this was Oscar Mayer.
Oh no, you don't know Seth Whittington, do you?
Yep.
Oh God, he's in the comments.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Seth's a buddy of ours as well.
Yeah. He's that's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're good people. Then I'm good with that.
So,
Yeah.
so when you book these parties, do y'all determine the location? Then you call them and say, "Hey, we're doing it at my house, or we're doing it at the beach, or we're doing
So,
it."
yeah,
at
it's not
y'all's
always
lodge?
at the lot.
Yeah,
It
no.
can
So
vary.
they'll put that in there. I forget how it's broke down.
There's like a checklist. Do you want
But
it
you
on
can
the
do,
lot,
like-
on the beach, in your house?
Yeah.
Like, and they kind of guide us. And usually people are like, check beach, house, lot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just all of it.
It was just one.
Yeah.
we just want you to cook
one
somewhere.
which one can you do?
Yeah. And so that's when I'll call them and talk to them and stuff like that, and just kind of,
Set
like
it
I said,
out.
paint that picture for them.
Yeah.
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 Does that change? I guess it does. Logistics wise, your setup and prep time and price time, and all, like if you go to Long Beach, of course, it's going to be a whole lot haul than
Yeah.
going to Ocean Springs Beach. So y'all got to put all that in consideration, correct?
Yeah, some of them are different. And if you go out to like Pass Christian or Long Beach, where they don't have porta potties along the beach, they don't have any lights along the beach. Like that determines what we have to bring with us. Where Ocean Springs, we
Mhm.
still bring out our string lights, but they have street lights. So you're not completely blind out there. Also, we have learned the lovely Pass Christian and Long Beach have stairs down at their beach,
man.
and we have to carry tables
Yeah.
all the way down and all the way up, and fire
Yeah.
pits and posts and
Sounds
all
like a lot
this
of work.
stuff. So
Yeah, I just cook and lift heavy shit for a living.
Yeah,
that's
There you
it.
go.
that's it.
It's-
But yeah,
well,
I mean,
the
there's
American
a lot
dream.
to it.
Yeah, right.
But we've had people that are coming into town and they're at an Airbnb. We'll go to their Airbnb, or since we are outside, it's weather permitting. So, we may be golden all day, and then it's like an hour before their dinner. We're like, cool, it is black outside and hailing. So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And we can either pivot to their house or tell them, sorry.
We should have degrees in weather at this point. As much as we look at it and try to predict it.
Meteorologists.
Yeah.
We are. I truly believe we are better than the meteorologists.
Well, it's not hard. It's 50%.
I know, right? Well, but that's also the thing. It's 50% scattered and showered.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so so you can tell me it might rain, but it might not rain on us, but it might pour on us.
That's a lot. Yeah, exactly.
So explain what all the items you bring. So if we want to go to the beach, is it the same setup for each, or is it different? Like you got like fondue, chocolate. It depends on what you're cooking or something like that.
So it depends on what you want. Because we do a lot of heavy at parties, you know, to where people don't want. So we have this formal package, which is our like tasting dinners, to where you're going to get the 4 courses. And then we have this informal thing.
Okay.
And that's just like we're putting out small bites of food. If people are just hanging out, drinking and munching and whatever, whether it's for a work party or whatever it is. And those are the kind of 2 main things that we do.
Yeah.
So
you got the whole spread for the form. I'm guessing you're bringing tables, tablecloths,
everything.
tiki torches.
Basically, not tablecloths. That's lame.
Okay.
But tables, the silverware we use.
All you're bringing is whatever you want to drink.
Right.
Yeah, we bring everything.
I mean, we're bringing out the glasses, the pottery. If you're over like 30 people, we don't have that much pottery. So then we move to the disposable stuff, which we always do, like the bamboo or compostable, whatever.
Right. So y'all are green too.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
We are starting to work with Plastic Free Mississippi, but we're also the only food and beverage program with the Outpost. Are y'all familiar with the Outpost?
Not familiar.
So the Outpost is
Jackson County.
It's Jackson County. So it's county recognized, and it's basically businesses that are following green practices and trying to be sustainable and really working towards the betterment of the environment. So for us and us being on the beach, like if we do any of our beach events and we leave that night, you'll have no clue the next morning that we were on the beach.
Nice.
Everything's gone. We use the solar power. We use all the compostable stuff. So if it does fall on the ground, at least it's not going to kill the turtles.
It blows in the water. It'll decompose.
Blows in the water. It'll be good to go. But like we're super proud to be a part of that program because we are the only food and beverage program that's recognized through it. And so we have to not that we have to, but we're very cognizant in the back of our mind, like, okay, well, this water bottle is plastic. Can we bring it with us? And we pay attention.
Can we get an
to all that
alternative
stuff.
or something like
that?
Right.
We pay attention to all of that. And, it may not, we don't necessarily mention it to all of our guests, and it may not mean a lot to them, but it means a lot to us to just know that we have the safest practices. We're not just throwing away all this plastic and... some people notice.
We tell them, they're like, oh, y'all are using the compostable stuff. And we're like, yeah, and that's kind of when we'll get into the reason why and whatnot. But it's more just for us. I mean,
just important to you, yeah.
I was born and raised here. Like, I don't want to see trash all on the damn beach.
Right.
And so I know that we're not going to leave it that way.
Right.
And so it's just part of where I'm from. And now, I mean, she's from here too now.
Yeah, you've been adopted.
Yeah.
I say y'all a lot.
Okay. Y'all, you're definitely one of us now.
Yeah,
you're definitely
So, I mean, this sounds like a major overhaul. What does your team look like?
You're looking at
it. One man, one woman.
So y'all are a two-person team, huh?
So we up to about 20 people just for take the tasting dinners. I'm cooking everything salty. She's doing the dessert and bread. We're loading everything up. We're going to be the only 2 that serve you. If we get over that number and do some bigger parties, we have Miss Kimmy.
Yes. My best friend Kimmy. She's also our shop manager.
I got to call her Miss Kimmy. But she'll come out and help us serve and stuff like that. So we have some people that'll come out and help us if it's a bigger event.
We have a nice little core. He's got 2 cousins that we work with, and then our friend Jessica.
I'm just thinking y'all are out there sweating to death, setting up all this stuff on the beach, and then you got to turn around and serve food. So
So he sweats.
That's where our igloo comes in. We bring a hand washing station.
Yeah. He does most of the cooking. We do tag team stuff. I definitely help with the plate up and the catering, but he's in front of the grill. I keep him away from the people because of his F-bombs and all the
Yeah.
things.
What? You made me talk to every
You
every
have
dinner.
to explain the food, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I pretty much
This shit is good right here.
Yeah.
Got to keep a tight leash on him.
Yeah. He's like, so this shit came out of the water this morning. I fucking put it on the grill, and
But
I
he's
mean,
like,
that's
I don't want to
literally-
eat shit.
yeah. So I mean, he does
It's
have
just
to
that
talk
kitchen
with
lingo.
that.
Right,
Like I
exactly.
do all the serving in the front of the house, and then.
But
he'll
that's
do
the
back.
part of it too. Like that's kind of what makes it the experience is that how many times you go eat somewhere and chef comes out and talks to you?
Correct.
Not many.
Exactly.
It's rare. It happens.
You know,
but it's rare,
and so
yeah.
it's just like, hey, like this is what we got. This is, this product came from here. I cooked it this way. Or hell, I didn't even cook it. I just served you a raw soft shell crab,
Yeah.
and you got to eat it.
Yeah.
We have done.
We have done that before.
Sweet.
a raw soft shell crab.
Yeah.
Well, if I had to eat anything raw, soft shell crab would probably be
Yeah.
one of my first choices.
It's
It was
really
a
good.
half and half.
Yeah, so we did half of it raw, and then we fried the other half. It was
Yeah,
good
it was
dish.
like that whole like yin.
I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah,
I'd try
no
it
doubt.
for sure.
We've
but-
served shrimp raw.
Yeah, we've done shrimp tartare twice.
Yep.
It's
So-
like
I'm just thinking, like I've actually bit a shrimp before. Like,
I've eaten
should try it.
sun-dried shrimp
Yeah.
where they just throw them in the front of the
Yeah.
boat and let the sun cook it.
It's not. I don't remember it being great, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do y'all do the whole ting, 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 hey, meet your chef. This is what we're having tonight. The first
No.
course is a blah, blah,
He
blah, blah,
hates
blah, blah,
the word
blah.
chef.
Yeah,
First of
I
all,
hate the word chef.
All right. I'm the dude's cooking for y'all.
Yeah, so it, like
I'm the dude.
I'm the dude. Yeah.
we greet people when they come out, and usually we let people have like a little cocktail hour, so somebody's always fucking late,
Yeah.
which messes up our schedule completely.
Yeah.
Every
Could you feel the hatred in there? Just like they're always late.
You meant
Yes.
that statement.
Somebody's always late.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, then they come out like
But-
it's nothing. They're like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
I made it."
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Sit down.
I started the charcoal 30, 40 minutes ago,
It's all
and now,
burned up.
and now I got to get more on
Yeah.
going.
No,
Yeah.
you're eating shit cold. That's what you
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
You get
yeah.
cold, whatever.
And they
we're
come on the
cooking.
grass
Sorry.
lot in stilettos.
Yes.
I'm like, what
Yes.
are you doing?
Yes,
It's kind of funny.
It is.
But yeah, so
Like
like
aerating the yard. For
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
we introduce ourselves, and we talk to them, kind of give them a list of rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, bathrooms over here, waters are over here. If y'all want to get up and come watch me cook, you can come back here. Take photos, just all this, and then we tell them that they don't know what they're eating. Sometimes they'll ask, and we're like, I'm not telling you. I'll tell you after we serve you. And so
They'll
put down,
literally
we'll
come
put
by
down
though.
the first course.
They'll open the cooler and they'll be like,
Oh yeah, what's in there?
"Is that blah blah blah? Get out of our cooler!"
And that's
Sit
You
down.
gotta slap their hand.
And that's
Yeah.
what I'm like, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah.
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 Do you see me coming in your fridge?
Right.
So you actually got a little setup that you bring with you that you cook. I guess a grill or maybe
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
hot
That
top.
was our
Yeah,
plan.
everything's I mean, so we have like a griddle.
Yeah.
We got a wood fire pizza oven.
Yeah, we've seen that
we
one.
got
Seen
a
that
couple.
one.
We got a couple grills. Whether it's like the small yakitori grill, we got like a medium sized one. We got a big ass grill.
Yeah.
We got propane burners.
Pizza oven.
We got
Yeah,
the
that's good.
vertical
Rotisserie.
rotisserie. We
So
like
you-
our cooking toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
know.
Unpack that pizza oven because
Yeah,
that's where we saw y'all. Right. That was the first connection. Was at Lost, wasn't it?
Well,
Well, we had met
met
before.
before, but yeah,
Okay.
they came out for the at Lost Springs for the Brownwater Brew release,
Mhm.
and he was slinging pizzas in this
Yeah.
little oven, dude.
It
It was
Yeah.
just legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Small but
I need to get
mighty.
another one.
describe that to the people that don't know about it, haven't seen it before? That thing is badass.
Yeah, so it's the Uni Pro 16 is the one that we have, and it's either gas or wood and charcoal. We need to get another one. They don't make that one anymore.
Do you see how he looks at me? He's like,
yeah.
"We need to
I'm
get
like,
another
yeah.
one."
Oh, I'm straight lobbying to get another one
Right,
right,
right.
here, right now,
Live.
He's like,
live.
Well, if
"Give
you're-
me
if
my
you're-
allowance."
If you're like us, you have all the money,
Yeah,
so we have to
exactly.
ask.
Oh
for it.
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, thumbs up if he should get a new Uni.
Right,
Okay.
right.
You're about to get a
Here we
ton of
go.
thumbs up.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We will
Um,
also take donations.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was one of those things like we actually wanted to start doing pizzas on the lot late night because there's not a whole lot of late night food downtown.
Right.
Right.
And it's like, all right, what's something easy that we can do that drunk people like?
Pizza.
Nailed it.
Right? That's
Yeah.
it. That-
Nailed
I
it.
gave you
And tacos.
two references,
We
and
did
you were like
tacos.
pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you ever been to New Orleans? Like, how
Yeah.
many pizza restaurants do they have on Bourbon Street or
Yeah.
wherever down there? So
And so that was how I talked her into it, and I was just like, look, we can do this, make some extra money, because
By talking me into it, he had already
bought it. Yeah, it was already on the way.
ordered it.
Yeah, he already ordered it. He was like, "I think this would be a great idea."
You
I'm like,
good with that?
"Okay,
You're like,
let's
yeah, order.
talk
He's like, no, it's
about
already
it."
here. It's in the
It's
garage.
here.
Yeah.
Make sure you're cool.
And he was like, "What was it? First Friday? Is it called First Friday?" That's
Yeah.
what we did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, First Friday's coming up in like 2 weeks. Maybe we can do pizzas. I'll call Corey. You already called Corey. Hold on. I see a flyer that says FBH pizzas.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we paid $600 for this thing, and that was without the propane attachment. Mm-hmm. So $600. We sold 44 pizzas in 4 hours that night. Mm-hmm. And then the sumbitch paid for itself.
There it is. So it was free.
And you know what he did? He turned around, he looked at me, he mic dropped the crap out of his towel and walked out. I was like, all right.
Clean that pizza oven up.
Yeah, right.
But that's the thing.
But then he was like, don't touch my pizza oven.
Yeah. You don't have to clean it either. It gets so damn hot.
It just burns everything off.
Yeah. What's the secret to a good pizza? From scratch, like you're doing. Where does it start? The dough, the sauce, both?
The dough.
See, I think it's the sauce. The dough's good.
You can't do anything with your sauce if you don't have good dough.
I like y'all's dough, especially on that wood, because it's crispy. A lot of it's like turns to mush, and it's like you're just chewing on bubble gum.
I like thin pizza. Yeah. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
kind. It's thin pizza. Yeah. Like a thinner pizza, not like the deep dish shit. That's not. I'm not into.
Yeah,
that. And y'all's is the thinner kind.
So we do so ours is what's called a biga dough. So a biga dough, we mix up flour, honey, yeast, and water, and then let it ferment. So no salt in there right out of the gate. So we let it ferment anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. We're going to play around and mess with a 72-hour one just to see if we can get the crust funky or pull out some of the better flavors. But then we add salt to it and finish mixing it up.
Yeah.
So it comes in good. I mean, it cooks well. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, humidity is a bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
the baker can tell you. Even though
I'm thinking in my head, like, do you know why we don't add salt when we do it?
Even though I make the pizza dough.
Do you know the science behind that?
We do not. No. Something about rising or falling yeast, I would guess.
Salt kills yeast.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeast likes humidity, moisture, and sugar. So you've got the honey,
so
you've
South
got the water.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And it loves South Mississippi. So you put that salt
and then
later.
I just put my hands in it. That's the honey.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet.
Yeah, no.
Sweet.
So that's killer. I mean, y'all's pizza, we had the buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken.
It was one of them was chicken. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Canes. Y'all weren't there for the RC Square.
It was barbecue chicken.
No, it was buffalo. We did the buffalo chicken. We did the buffalo.
On top. Yeah.
But the thing I like about it is a lot of those wood pizzas, when you grab it, everything falls off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all's kind of held on a little bit. I don't know if that's the dough or what it was, but it was still there. Because a lot of times you'll get it and you'll go, oh, a piece of, and you just got a piece of like dough with like some red sauce.
A little bit of sauce on it.
Yeah. It's the dough and the heat for sure. Yeah. Like he's messed with this. I can't even tell you how many times, how many cuss words, how many times we've got to cancel pizzas.
Yeah.
Because he's gotten mad at it. But like if it doesn't hold up and hold the toppings and do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, this little thing was portable, and you were burning wood too. You said it had a propane attachment, but I think you were burning wood.
We were
right?
burning wood.
Yeah.
So we use the propane. The propane's good when we're trying to sling out a bunch of pizzas.
Right.
It stays more consistent.
Right.
The wood has the better flavor, but I have to fight it.
That's
wood.
If the wind's blowing a certain way, then like I'm kind of screwed. Mm-hmm. Like we've done pizzas on the beach and the wind's just howling.
You can't do it.
And I can turn the oven any damn way.
That's
and
the way
it's
the
just
wind's
like,
gonna
come on, man, what are we?
Propane.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know,
we've tried to fry fish before on the beach.
Yeah.
Or crawfish, bull crawfish, whatever.
I mean, just anything outdoors. Like you have the element, so it's a little bit harder.
Every time we have a beach event and he says, I'm going to do a pasta dish, I look at him like, I'm going to divorce you after because we're not going through this again. He's like, no, I got it this time.
The pasta one's not that bad. It's when we try to do something fried every now and then.
The wind's going to be 3 miles per hour. And we get out there. I'm like, did you see 3 or 33? Like, I don't understand.
All the flags are blown over.
Yeah.
We're losing fucking shit left and right.
Yeah. Like all the glasses are broken, but we're going to boil that water and make some pasta. It's going to be great.
Let's unpack this Thai stuff because I have fallen in love with Thai food. I absolutely love it. I think it's like it's the best. It's the best. So I've never tried to cook it. I feel like that's way out of my league. I don't want to know how to do it. I just want to be ignorant and be in love with it.
We do a Thai cooking class.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm saying. I saw it on your.
You got to come check that one out
on your Facebook.
So the Thai thing is we just love different flavors.
It's a completely different flavor profile.
Yeah.
Anything American cuisine.
And it's in your face.
Yeah.
It's just like when you eat a bite of Thai food, like you get all this stuff that just like explodes.
Your sinuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you like spicy like I do.
Yeah. The 5. Give me a 5.
Well, even without spice, though, between like the spices and the herbs and all the things,
I mean, you get a ton of umami. You get all this like shrimp paste, and fish sauce, and a ton of fresh herbs. Some kind of different ingredients. It's just
I'm big on curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curry's delicious. Green curry.
We like curry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it.
I love just all the funky ingredients. Like, give me some hot ass Thai peppers, some fresh herbs. Give me that funky too.
Yep.
Like, you got to have that, and that's part of it.
It feels like you're eating, like you said, like fresh, like clean, less than processed foods.
Mm.
Like, it just feels healthy when you eat it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
I'm all about it. So we had the stuff on the beach, but there's a different concept on the horizon, correct? You told me about that earlier.
We do. So we're moving to a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Right.
We're like,
there goes all the special.
We're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're in the process of putting up a brick and mortar. It's going to be called The Lot.
Saw that on your Facebook.
Every time
I didn't know what that was, but I saw that.
Anytime we went down to the property, it was just like, hey, we're going to The Lot, and our dinner is dinner on The Lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's just like, why not keep this tied in? And it just makes sense. Like, that's what it is.
Right.
Even though there's going to be a building here, it's not going to be a lot anymore. Like, this was our lot.
But
It's on a lot.
The
Called it
concept
on the
still
lot.
looked open. The one that you had rendered on your thing. I'll see if I can't.
So we mimicked it after the dinner on The Lot now. And this was literally me and Steph sitting on the property one day. And I forget what we went down there. We knew that we were working towards putting up a building.
Mm-hmm.
And we were.
Well, our concept has changed and evolved. You kind of have to start at the beginning. Like, our concept has changed and evolved. We had 2 concepts before COVID came through. And then COVID came through and we were like, thank the Lord we did not go that route, or else we would have had 4 walls around people and nobody would come.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Because you're not outside.
Correct.
And then COVID put us like on the map with what we were doing. And even once we finally were working towards like the concept of the lot, people were trying to stop us. They're like, don't put something here. Why are you going to put something here? Like, this is magical. Keep doing this.
Yes.
But we didn't know the concept at first of what we just knew.
No, and
we need a building.
They also don't have to tote all this shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you could still keep the open platform, and I don't know what y'all have drawn up. But,
right here. It's,
but
it should be up there.
There it is.
That's
Yep.
Yeah.
For the restrooms, the bar, and stuff. So you're not toting stuff halfway down.
Yeah. So I mean,
Everything
everything
lives
like,
there.
yeah. I'll be able to.
That looks awesome.
I'll be able to leave, close up the doors, pull down the
There's no doors.
the garage doors.
Yeah.
And like go home, and then come back in the morning. Everything's still there.
Right.
And we're gonna have a bar,
Magic.
which I mean, clearly we like to drink,
Right.
So
There's
I mean, bar makes a hell of money for a restaurant.
Absolutely.
So
And that's kind of the outside of it there.
Yep.
Yep.
So very organic. So
Yeah.
that's going to change a little bit, but that's pretty much it.
It's changed a little bit. But that right side where you see the brick wall, like that shotgun down is bathroom, a little bit of space, then bar, kitchen. Our kitchen's wood fire only. So we're keeping the same concept as the lot, like you were saying, like same concept. We're not
So
even
there's
running
no
any
gas.
It
gas.
smells delicious down there.
we're gonna pipe in
the-
for gas, but there's going to be no gas in the building as of now.
Yeah. What do y'all cook with?
So usually it's hickory.
Yeah.
When we get into this concept, I'll be able to pick and choose a little better because we'll have a wood burning oven, and then we're going to have 2 custom grills.
So you could match what you
And
cook
so,
a little
like,
better.
Say
Pecan.
say
oak,
somebody's
something
on
like that, cherry.
the seafood side, and we want to do like pecan wood for it.
Yeah.
Then they can cook that, and so we'll be able to have these different flavors. Right now, it's hickory. To me, hickory, it's a very versatile wood. It's not heavy, smoky. It doesn't burn super hot, so I can control it a lot better. You know, and it's a neutral flavor as opposed to like an apple or pecan.
My grandpa used to make us go through and pick up hickory nuts all the time for Thanksgiving and Christmas, so he could smoke his chickens. That's all he'd smoke was hickory. That's all he used. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
So that's what we use as of now. Like I said, we'll be able to change it once we get in here. So,
what is the ETA on that? Are we broke ground? Are we still fighting red? Are we still red taping it? Or what?
Yeah. So it's
Let's just say we wanted to break ground in July, and here we are.
Yeah. It's architects and contractors. So we're trying to maneuver a couple things. We're on a very tight budget.
Yeah.
We cook outside on a fucking grass lot.
Yeah.
we don't make a ton of money.
Right on.
So we're that's where we're at right now.
I wonder, you know what it kind of reminded me of, the design, which I think is really cool. And I was just down in Mobile the other day and they had this as the shipping containers.
Oh, fuck.
No, fuck that. No.
No, you just opened a rabbit hole.
Is that what you wanted to do?
We originally wanted to do it. The city of Ocean Springs will not allow it.
Oh, you.
Because they do not allow more than 70% metal facade.
So we went to
But it looks good.
What if you put a facade on top of a facade?
That was also a discussion.
Once again, but why do I have to buy a metal box and then wrap it in wood?
You can, but then you have to get it approved through the aldermen. So your next question is,
just paint bricks.
Don't the aldermen love y'all? And the answer is
they shot that shit down real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We went to a vote on that.
Yeah,
I've
seen it. I've seen them. It looks good.
Yeah, I like the Condex, but you see the ones where they put them together.
Off of it.
Yeah, so this one, it was going to be two separate ones. There was going to be one that was just for food and one that was a bar.
Right.
And then we were going to build a big pergola that went over all of it, so we had this coverage, but it was still open air.
Yeah, with the string lights and all that kind of cool stuff.
Just cool. We're very just laid-back, rustic people.
Right.
Like, we love the fine dining food, but without the fine dining setting.
Yeah, you don't have to get all bougied up. Just come with your flip-flops and drink a glass of wine and have some good food.
Fine dining flip-flops.
I cook in my flip-flops.
There it is.
I hope the health department doesn't hear that.
No, we'll edit it out. Don't worry about it.
We'll edit
don't listen to this.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah. So they shot that down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we looked at is the concept now, which will be built from the ground up.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we went to the architects and even our contractor, and we said, okay, y'all know our concept because we had been working on it for so long. We said, now just make it follow all the rules.
Right.
So that we don't have to go down that. And that's pretty much what they did. They're like, cool, we'll build it out of this and this and this, and then no questions asked.
No variances, no nothing like that. Like, this is
straight down the middle.
It's going to hit all the bullet points for the city.
So now we're just at the point where we've got all of that, and we're waiting on the contractors to get their ducks in a row. Or
no, so we got to bring the budget down a little bit.
Okay, figure out where we're going to maneuver.
Yeah, and we had kind of added some stuff. You know, we extended the deck because we still have this roofing problem, right? Like, what happens when it rains?
Right.
That's what everybody says because a lot of it's outdoor. And so it's like, all right, do we do like a retractable roof, which is outrageous,
super expensive?
Yeah.
Do we do the sails? You know, which everybody does.
Rainproof.
And doesn't really fit our vibe, you know? And so the architects, which we use Tall Architects, by the way, they're phenomenal.
Okay.
They came up with to basically extend the deck and do like all tongue and groove so it would be covered underneath for most of it. But we kind of added some stuff on. Now we need to back it off a little bit.
Or figure out maybe what you can not open with and then add later.
Yeah,
right?
and that's kind of where we're at. So we're talking with C. Roberts.
Yeah.
Cam.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's doing the building for us.
But also when we first started this project and bids were sent out was like during COVID. Wood was high. Like there's been so many things that have changed.
Well,
we've been on this thing for like 2 years.
Well, the last what are we in 23? The last 3.5 years, 2.5 years has been crazy.
Everything's
building materials
skyrocketing.
going up, interest rates going up, everything's going up.
So like we strayed away from wood. Cool, we'll do it all cinder block built. Well, then it's like by the time we get to time for construction, well, how much are the cinder block? Like
going up.
Have those gone up? And now wood is cheap. You know, so it's those little things that we're.
Cam's a good dude, though. He'll do you right. Yeah, he's gonna do you right. He's a good guy.
I like the concept. So, do we have a new date, like even groundbreaking date? No,
nah, we're just winging it right now.
That's okay.
TBA.
We're just winging it. Look, well,
keep the suspense up.
We'll post on the social media stuff like, hey, we got some more dinner on the lots available,
right?
Because there's no building,
right?
Yeah.
So we kind of have created this little bit of hype of like, oh, we haven't done this before.
Everybody wants to be the last dinner,
right?
Which kind of works for us.
They're going to cut the grass, like on the last football, cut the grass out and take it home.
That's kind of like the Leonard Skinner tour. Every tour they do is their last
tour. Or Kiss. Kiss has had the final tour for like 40 years.
Keep doing that. You can do 20 more years. You'd be
fine. My back's not going to make it 20 more years.
Buy a mule. Buy a mule.
I need them boys to get older.
Yeah.
They're working on it. They're working on it.
That's what it's
all right. So is that the big outlook? That's the next step. You just can keep grinding it out.
That's it, man. We're just gonna keep hustling. And
I want to hear a little more about the cooking classes.
Okay. Oh yeah, you do that too.
Where are those at? And like explain that for us.
So those are all
separate
at Sweet
booking?
Enchantments.
Okay, that's a separate booking.
You book through Sweet Enchantments for that. So you book through the bakery. You just either call us, message us, whatever it is. But we do savory and the baking classes. So he sprinkles in about 2 to 4 a month. We do the Thai class.
Yeah.
We did a pizza making class for the first time, and so he showed how to do the dough and the sauce.
Were y'all making
and all
some
that.
raviolis? I saw some kind of pasta.
So we do a pasta class.
Okay.
We do
Sweet.
have one this month. It happens to fall on National Pasta Day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
See how excited she got?
Yeah.
I'm
She's
so
pumped.
excited.
Yeah.
I always get a babysitter for pasta class.
Yeah.
Well, she's pumped because everything that I demo, she gets to eat, right?
Ah.
You
I'm
know,
like,
so
oh,
I'm
you're
not.
doing 3
I'm not
dishes?
eating it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so she'll be like, "Hey, can we
What
do,
day is that?
Can
What
we
is
do this week?"
National Pasta
It's on
Day?
a
Do we know?
Tuesday. It is the.
Yeah,
We're in
bring-
October,
I didn't
right?
bring the
It's in
calendar.
October.
I can look it up. Yeah, Joey, Google it.
I want
National
I don't
Pasta
know. So
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday in
I
October.
want to say it's the
is,
second Tuesday.
That's Columbus Day. The 16th. I mean,
October 17th, Tuesday, October 17th.
Yeah.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Google.
That is a
for knowing-
Tuesday.
for knowing
That was the
everything.
next one I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we've already sold.
What's a
4
typical
spots,
class as
too.
far as the amount of people?
So with
Depends
our
on the class.
with our kitchen that we're in, like 8 to 10 people max.
Oh, wow.
And
okay,
I mean, it's
so-
a tight kitchen,
Yeah.
and you're trying to make pasta and cook, and I'm talking, and everybody's drinking and talking. It's a slower paced thing, so we try to not overkill it, and just have less people,
right,
better experience,
right,
kinda
right,
deal.
right.
So is this kind of like the thing that the girls do when they go paint and they bring their own
Yep.
bottle of wine
Yeah.
and they
Mhm.
learn how to do?
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
What do you mean what the girls do?
Yeah.
Because I've never done it.
When they go paint. I'm pretty sure we went to go paint together.
We've,
Didn't
yeah,
we?
Yeah.
Twice.
I do a lot of stuff that the girls do.
I've never done it. I will do
I've
it,
never
but
done
I think majority girls do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
it
true.
is pretty fun. Look,
Yeah. I mean,
you
I
get
do
to, you
anything
get to
with
drink.
drink.
And
Yeah.
I can't paint for shit, and I'm
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are they saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just do my own thing.
Right, right. So
So
we'll see what it turns out.
It's BYOB,
Yeah,
and
BYOB.
then, and then what you cook, and then they eat afterwards.
No,
or-
so
You get handsy.
we
Oh, so you
demo.
dig
So,
in
like,
there.
just take pasta class since we were talking about it. Like, I show you how to make dough, and then we have recipes printed out. So you come in like, hey, here's your recipes. We'll talk about it. Be like, all right, we're gonna work on dough tonight. Just say we're doing like a gnocchi dish. I'm gonna show you how to make the gnocchi dough and blanch it off and whatnot. Then I'll usually make like the sauces,
Mhm.
but I'll have the recipe in there, and I'll just kind of demo it. So I'm like, hey, everybody, watch. I'll do this. Like I said, small kitchen, not a whole lot of space. And then we'll do one course, and then everybody will eat, and then we'll jump back on the other one. Then everybody will eat again. Some people take it home. It's like whatever, man.
yeah.
Make
That's
your
cool.
own dough, roll it out.
It's laid back.
But we try and hit everything. We usually do a
Yep.
Yep.
Draw
what
a
I'm
blank.
looking for.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
your noodle, your whatever, spaghetti. We like do one
Oh, like a
pasta and then we do one
It's a
filled
fresh
with
pasta dough.
rolled. One
Yeah.
rolled dough. So like whether you roll it through like to a fettuccine noodle or like whatever it is, and then the other one we do stuffed. We might do a tortellini, we might do a ravioli,
Yeah.
whatever that is, just to kind of just show people what you can do with the dough.
and then we tell you like, hey, a recipe is just a guideline. Like, don't follow what I'm doing.
Right.
If you want to do something different, by all means, like that's cooking.
I think
Right.
that's what that's get a lot of people. If they can't do it off a box, they're not going to cook.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they're like, it doesn't say salt, but I need salt. Well, put salt in it. You know
Right.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. If
Yeah.
you like it the way it tastes,
Yeah.
fix it. Or-
And even for the cooking classes, it's like I go and get, so like when we do Thai class,
Uh-huh.
I go to Lee's in Biloxi and I get all the ingredients. It's not local ingredients, but who cares?
well, I mean,
for
for that,
you-
it can't be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
you bought it at
yeah.
a local store.
I mean, we could get like
Yeah.
limes and carrots and stuff local,
Right.
maybe, but it's just like, hey, you can get this from here. You can go to the grocery store and get all these ingredients, and then you can put this dish together.
Yeah.
So like whether we get something from Rouse's or, hell, even like tomatoes from Walmart, like you can go buy this here.
Right.
I'm not going to order fancy heirloom tomatoes that you
can
can't
only
get.
get
right.
Yeah.
And
How do
everybody's
we
like,
get
how do
this? You call
Yeah,
me.
you're gonna-
I call a guy.
Yeah, I know a
Yeah.
guy in a black suit.
Yeah.
Got to knock
gonna
on
be
the
a back-
door.
it's gonna be a back alley deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do y'all alternate what the classes are? Is that per request, or is it like this one's pasta, this one's Thai, this one's blah blah blah?
A little
How
bit
does that
of
work?
both. A lot of it is request, and we used to do classes at the Mary C.
Okay.
When we first quit, got fired,
Yeah.
we joined on with the Mary C, and we were doing a lot of these classes there. So we kind of learned what people like there,
Okay.
and we've kind of built a little bit of a following from that because a lot of people have either gone to a class there or heard of it there. So like pasta class is super popular because a lot of people, I feel like, want to try pasta. They're not as intimidated by pasta.
Well, then there's really no good Italian places down here.
That's true. That is also true.
You are correct.
So classes like pasta.
I love Olive Garden.
Right.
They make it all fresh, right?
salad.
Yeah.
But classes, it's actually funny too, because it probably has a lot to do with COVID and people learning how to do stuff. But like pasta and bread making, and even cake decorating, like so many people tried to make this like hobby when they were quarantined at home.
Right.
And they failed miserably. And so now they want someone to tell them how to fix it. So like a lot of our classes are guided by what people want to learn. I do a macaroon class once a month, no matter
my
what.
My daughter will eat that up.
And it sells out every single month. Like it's just
Every time.
people want to learn how to make them. And then I have people that come back because I taught them and they didn't listen. And then they come back.
It's also the hardest thing. Making
really
macaroons is like playing golf.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, all I do
like,
is drink and run into the cart. Yeah.
It's like, cool, I made one good shell.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing this, but then you just can't do it the rest of the time.
But
I've even tried making them, and I somewhat know how to cook. I'm learning.
Well, I've heard baking's the hardest thing you can do, especially down here, because the humidity, the temperature, all that stuff is
not when it comes to bread.
Bread's great down here, but the rest
as long
of
as
it,
you're not gluten free, you're fine.
right?
Yeah.
Like you can come do anything.
Yeah.
Macarons, yes, pretty. Like I mean, I'll do a class and everyone will come in. I'm like, so it's storming outside.
Yeah.
So let's keep the door shut, turn the air down. Like nobody move.
Right.
Don't exhale because you're going to add humidity to the air.
And then
like,
people start passing out.
Yeah. But I mean, we like going into the holidays. We'll do every year. I do pick your pie, and you like come in and bake your own homemade pie for Thanksgiving.
That's cool.
We do gingerbread, like mommy and me gingerbread houses, and you'll do that together. Cookies for Santa. We'll do homemade candy canes, homemade candy corn, like all those things. And it's
That's
just
cool. Yeah,
That is
I mean,
cool. That is
but
cool.
it's once again, it's like stuff that we want to do or stuff that sounds fun. Like he's never like, oh, I got to do pasta again this month.
She caters to a lot more of the kid classes, as
do.
to where I'm like, all right, just give me the adults.
Yeah.
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 This is on you.
Well, see, as some that's hard to call because kids are kids.
Yeah.
Adults, if they mess up, they're adults. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, now I gotta fight this.
Well,
dude
I
out
make the kids clean at the
I'm
end
just
of
like, hey,
class,
you
too.
got to eat your mess up.
Yeah.
The kids have to wash the dishes, sweep, mop, take the trash out.
Yeah,
That's
part of
awesome.
it. It's part of it. Yeah.
Like you
for
wanted
real.
to come in the kitchen. I didn't make the mess. You did.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now,
Don't be mad at me.
outside of the classes, what's the bakery doing? Are you? Is
All
that
the
full?
things.
All the things. Is that full time Monday through Friday? Like we're slinging. What are we slinging out of there?
Well, we're closed Tuesdays.
Okay.
Mainly for my sanity. I
Right.
just want to lock the door. I'm still
Right.
there, but
Right.
I don't want to see you.
Right.
you know?
You got to bring out them croissants.
Croissants.
So what are we
Yeah.
slinging out of there? Let's unpack this.
Okay, so let me visually take it around the room. So we do a lot of gluten-free,
Yeah, go ahead.
vegan.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. Whatever you need, go grab it there.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free. Like we try and take care of a lot of allergy people.
Uh-huh.
I've just learned that there's a lot of people that I mean, I've had
Thank you,
kids
thank
at
you.
like 4 years old that have never had a birthday cake because they have all these allergies and everybody
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do not say no. I will figure it out.
Right.
But also,
Here's
back
cardboard.
to, me leaving him going to Alaska
Right.
is I was on a ship and I had so many dietary restrictions. So I had to, learn and adjust. So we kind of hit on all those in there. So we have a lot of allergen friendly things. But we make breakfast pastries. We make our own Pop-Tarts, muffins, vegan gluten-free muffins, Cinnabons, cinnamon rolls, sticky buns. We use bright-eyed coffee and make our own creamer for it. And so we have cold brew coffee in there.
Nice.
And then we just launched croissants, which this one is super excited about.
Croissants.
Yeah.
Croissant.
Yeah, she's tested a couple batches. These last ones came out.
I tested a couple,
phenomenal.
and this last one I made, we cut it in half and we both took a bite and we just did like the
Yeah.
It's just all right.
I'm not.
Gangsta.
I don't like bake stuff, but for some reason, just looking at the croissant, it looks difficult.
it's
'Cause
not
it's
easy.
flaky and it's not. It just seems like it's a finesse thing.
It is a finesse thing.
There's
It
a ton
is-
of technique to it.
Yeah.
There's technique to it. And that's the thing. Like the first recipe I did, or that we tried, it was more, I was like, okay, I did one extra layer than I should have, and this, and this wasn't tucked right, and all this crap.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to it. However, we are now the one and only homemade croissant in the area.
Okay.
So
Nice.
show up.
So is this a walk-up storefront and we can purchase all these things?
What's your hours on that too? Yeah.
Yes. So we do specialty orders, and we honestly encourage that for a lot of people, especially if it is allergies. Like, go ahead and just call me. Let me know that you need this egg-free, gluten-free.
Is there a separate Facebook page?
Yes. Sweet Enchantments.
I'm gonna throw it in the comments.
What time do y'all open up in the morning?
So right now we're doing a little test run on 6:30 a.m.
Ooh.
I know, but the teachers requested it.
Yeah.
And they
I bet you get a lot from OS though,
they
right?
yes.
And we have a ton of teachers, like friends and family, you know.
Well,
so we try to
is right next
support
to
them.
us too. So it's like, get your coffee,
Yeah.
and then come over to me for a croissant.
Yeah.
You know, and then have a nice day. So
but you're baking that the morning of.
The morning of.
So you're getting there like 4:30.
After she works out. This one's a complete crazy person.
Yeah.
So
Well,
she
sometimes I
teaches
go
group
in-
fitness in the morning
Oh Jesus!
And
at like 5.
Yeah. But
Well, I'll go in, I'll make
Yeah.
the dough, and if it has to rise, I'll go to the gym and then I'll come back.
Yeah.
okay.
Sometimes.
But then you cooking at
You're
night still
glutton.
too?
Glutton
Well,
for
if we have an
punishment.
event.
No,
yes.
Glutton for punishment.
Yeah. That makes me nervous. I don't like that.
So you don't like
that's
sleeping
too
then?
much shit.
You don't like sleeping then.
Yeah.
I love sleeping.
Yeah,
However,
we just can't
You don't get
afford
to do it that
a
way.
day off.
Ain't nobody paying me to sleep,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Get up, buddy. Get up.
A day off means either we get in trouble
Right.
or
Yeah.
I spend money. So it's
Correct.
best to be
Grinding.
there, you
Yeah.
know. But we also we make all of our macaroons in house. We have cake pops, cake schools, cupcakes, mini cupcakes. We have grab and go cakes for like last minute birthdays or oops, I forgot
So,
about my wife. 'cause
Yeah,
that
so
happens a lot.
if you forgot,
Yeah, I need a
Yes.
card.
Yeah.
Look, it happens a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But we do weddings and all that too. We have cookie sandwiches.
Yeah. Look, I'm going
we
through
make
it.
bread. We make all the bread for
What's
chandelier.
your normal hours are 6:30 to
6:30. So 6:30 to 4.
What is that?
Those are sticky buns.
God,
Oh.
that looks good.
Did you bring any?
Yeah. Do you have any of
Do you
that?
have any sticky buns?
Right.
with
Look,
Yeah.
it was between
Y'all come by the
sticky
shop
buns.
this
Yeah.
week and we'll
Yeah.
feed you guys. We'll
Yeah.
get
It
y'all
was
some
between sticky buns
croissants,
and
sticky
Old
buns.
Soul, and he said Old Soul.
Yeah, well,
so-
Old Soul's
I'm
good
an Old
too.
Soul.
I like their pick.
click the croissant. Wait, go back.
Okay, wait. Tell me. I was looking
Up,
for that.
up,
Right
go
here.
back up.
This right here.
Well, I don't.
We are open.
Too far.
Hold
Oh,
on.
you're going down.
I'm behind y'all. I'm way behind y'all. On the
Oh,
line.
okay.
Yeah. Hold on. I've
Sorry.
already- right
I'm
there.
yelling at you.
Right there.
Yeah, click it.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, this is every day of my life.
Yeah, right. I'm married too. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah, and if you notice 2 pictures over, it says sold out. And it was like an hour and a half
Hold on.
later.
It's a delay. There we go.
Look.
See,
at
that
it.
doesn't look like a regular, I guess, out of the box croissant that I'm used to.
Yeah, no,
It's
It didn't
homemade.
go in a
It's
box
homemade.
yet.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I'm just saying, like the goofy looking croissant
Right.
that you make.
that's on steroids.
That
there.
looks like a juiced
Yeah.
up croissant.
Yeah.
and that's not even the latest batch, right?
No, there's a post. There's
The last batch that came out was fire.
So what do you
Oh, here's our storefront.
Do you-
Let's look at that.
what
right
do you
there.
eat
Oh,
with
look
that?
at
Do
that.
they
That
put
looks really
butter,
good.
jelly, but is it you just eat it straight
Just
up?
eat it.
Kind of whatever you want to. Like
yeah.
some people dip it in like a latte
There
or
it
coffee or
is.
something
Yeah,
like that.
that looks
Look
really
at it.
nice.
Sweet and Chambers, there
Yep.
it is.
I know right where that's at.
That's
I believe.
pretty
That's
good
wasn't
looking.
Prep by Cug right there. Is that the
that's the
Same
same
building.
building.
same? Okay, yeah.
So Kristen had it before
Yeah,
us.
I used to
and
work with
then,
her. She's sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she was at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So right before she was ready to leave doing prep, we contacted her, and
There we go.
So we
Oh,
took it
that's
over.
dope.
Again,
That's
it's
a
about
croissant too. Yeah,
5-second delay, maybe a little more, but you're gonna see right there.
yeah, that one.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
was
one.
the last batch.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
So we're
Mm.
putting what on this butter? Are we shoving ham in this thing? Like that's where my
Nothing.
mind
right
goes.
now
I
you're
mean, we
just eating
can.
it.
I'm throwing sausage and cheese on it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we plan to do
it's
some
just a-
stuffed croissants.
It's a French ass biscuit, right?
right.
It's just a carrier.
That's
Yeah.
it.
All it is.
Like, come on, man, you can put whatever you want to.
Right.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
French ass biscuit. I
Yeah.
like
Put some
that.
fried
Right.
shrimp and some Jezebel in there.
Right,
Call it a
right,
day.
right.
Well, the next test batch, I want to do a strawberry mascarpone filled one. That's like on the
I don't
list.
even know
It's
how
on
to
the
say that, but it
horizon.
Yeah.
sounds delicious.
Al Capone, I think she said.
Do you do?
Yeah.
Have you gotten into the king cake game yet?
So yes, we did get second place in the king cake contest this past
Sweet.
year, and I know it's second place, but coming from the South Florida girl to
Yeah.
even place, I
Yeah.
was like,
That's
She
pretty
had never
legit.
had a king cake until she came here.
and I hate them.
Really?
What?
They're not good. They are dry ass.
Well, the ones you get from certain grocery stores are. But there are some good ones around here. And I'm sure yours is better than the certain grocery stores.
I like them filled, though. But
Me
I'm
too.
a big boy.
Yeah.
Well,
me too.
The filled adds the moisture back
Correct.
into it.
That's my point.
So you're not just eating this
Well, some of them
dried out, sugary coated bread.
Some of them get filled.
That's basically what it is.
Some of them get filled about this much.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just dried bread with sprinkled sugar on top.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And then a plastic
if I'm
baby
eating cream
stuffed in there
cheese cobbler,
somewhere.
yeah, right. If I'm eating cream cheese cobbler inside of that crusty, I'm happy then.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Second place.
Reverse bread pudding.
Yeah. Upside down. Upside down.
Inside out bread pudding. Is what this is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, damn, it seems like y'all got y'all's bases covered. I mean, y'all are doing a lot of things all over the place. So that's pretty kick ass. I like it. So I guess the big, carrot at the end of the stick is getting the brick and mortar going and getting that running, and then just kind of keep on focusing on what you're doing until that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna keep pushing, keep hustling.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so spit us if we want to book with y'all.
I've dropped the Facebook for both businesses in the comments for Facebook and YouTube. So and it'll be linked in the audio for people that want to.
Is it Facebook messages, or there's a website that we go to the book with y'all?
Any of it. Whether if you got Instagram, hit us up there. If you got Facebook, hit us up there.
What are y'all both active on?
The website.
So,
if you want something, the best way is to go to the website, because you can kind of give us a rundown of what you're looking for, and then I'll call you and we can try to hash it out, and see what exactly you're looking for.
Right.
And then we can put a plan together.
Beach chairs on our website.
Oh yeah,
we also
doing that too?
I guess we didn't mention that. Belly up beach chairs.
Oh my god, that is work.
So that's where the beach chair and bonfire thing comes into play.
Yeah.
So you can still rent them, because not like Florida or Orange Beach, that the condos own the beach in front of them. You can just say, "Hey, I need 2 beach chairs and an umbrella," and you'll bring them out there and stick it in the ground for them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share this real quick.
That's so y'all are running.
We're all over the damn map, man.
Yeah.
Y'all are running.
Like I said, you can't pay me to sleep.
Yeah. So what's the
here's the actual your actual website is going to pop up right over there in just a second.
Cool. So
it looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it's got all the websites on there. So Belly Up Beach Chairs, it's got its own website, or it's on your website?
Nope, it's all on there.
This
so
one.
Just click up
Look at this tuna thing you got going on here in this what is this? An upside down jar or some shit?
I can't even.
So that was actually the dinner of all those wilding out females.
Man,
that's
during
raw tuna.
COVID.
We
did a smoked tuna course.
Smoked under it and then dropped the dome on
and I
top.
think that was black rice underneath of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oof.
I never had no black rice. Sounds delicious.
I'm just going through the site here.
Scroll back up so we can see all 4 of the businesses in the website.
Okay.
So what website is this?
Their website. I linked it. It's also in the comments.
So it's FBHOS.com.
Oh, okay.
So you got Belly Up, you got FBH, you got 5. What is that?
Sweet Enchantments,
and then the Lots come.
The Lot. Yeah. So that's all 4 right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Sound busy.
Sweet. That's
my mom
baby.
always says, "You're making me tired just talking."
Yeah.
Do you want to just shout out Kimmy and Catherine?
Shout out everybody.
Yeah,
shout out sponsors.
I mean, these are our website.
Yeah.
logo
So our
people.
website is through Current Creative. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Kimmy Hargrove and Catherine Sweatman. So Catherine does all the website and Kimmy does all of our logos, fonts. I mean, she does everything.
Which Sweatman is that? The one in D'Iberville?
No, the one Tanner and Catherine in Ocean Springs.
Okay, it's a different one. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
So they do good work?
They do amazing work. They're so talented and they really pay attention to what you want. And I mean,
they're local.
They're local. Yeah. They've guided us along the way. I mean, and we'll call Kimmy in the middle of the night and be like, okay, we have an idea. And she's like,
we'll be drinking on the front porch at like
call
11
me in the morning.
Yeah.
And we'll send her a text.
Yeah,
she's usually up too sometimes.
Yeah.
Drinking right next to you.
Yeah.
We'll go to her
then
house.
We'll just spit this idea out. And she was like, all right, we can do this and we can do this. Like, there's no way we would have made it as far as we did without all the people that have been in our corner too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
like the Kimmys, the Catherines,
yeah.
The Kimmys, the Catherines. There are multiples of them.
Sounds like a Full House episode.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I guess we kind of are like a Full House.
Yep. Our marketing, Shelby Leone, she does our marketing.
Just a
who else does
ton
our
of
things?
just a ton of people that
Yeah, I'm sure
we can go spitball and talk to, and it's just like, hey man, this is us. This is what we got, and everybody's over the top to come and help. You know, and
have you gone back since that? I think you said it was around Thanksgiving when y'all got quit fired. Was that when it was? And the family was like grilling you. Have you since gone back and showed them the website with all the businesses and been like,
oh, the family?
They got to babysit all the time. They know.
So they know. They know you weren't
full
of shit. They know you weren't full of shit.
Yeah, you probably got to cook on Thanksgiving too.
We do.
Hey man, I'm glad y'all find a job. Now get in there and cook that turkey.
We do. Look, I went to my mom's house the other day, and she was like, "Michael, I need you to sear me these tuna steaks."
You're like, Mom.
She was just putting out food, and she was like, I need you to sear these. I can't get them right. And it was just like, all right. And it was like Sunday morning.
Yeah. Your day off. Or kind of off. Yeah.
All right. Well,
whatever. I mean, that's
watch
what we
my
do.
kids next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Look, we have a ton of support. I mean, family kicks in all the time and helps watch the kids. So we can do all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
well, we're going to bring the boss ladies out there to try it out because I'm sure they're watching and they're foaming at the mouth to come get some of them croissants for sure.
Hell yeah.
And we'll come out there and hang out with y'all, shoot it, and eat some good stuff. Yeah. It's going to be a good time.
Yep. Thank y'all for being here to see them, man. That was cool.
Hey, thank y'all for having us.
Thanks for the bourbon too. That was
absolutely
soul, right?
We don't have to stop now.
No, we don't. We're gonna cut the cameras off so we can.
There we go. We're still hanging out.
But thanks everybody on the live. Again, thanks everybody that helped us with the Sheepshead Showdown this weekend. It was a big success for us. A lot of people that turned out, great memories. Got to see Matthew Mitchell win. We're going to cut some of that video and be pumping it out.
Yeah, a lot of veterans, a lot of kids.
Yeah, the Tackle 22 thing is really growing. I think that was the largest event they've had this year.
38 veterans we had fishing.
So we're pretty
cool.
Nice. Yeah, we're pretty pumped about that as well.
What the hell is happening?
Yeah.
You didn't pour me one.
Switcheroo. I like that.
You asked everybody else if they wanted to reach out.
That's marriage.
It's fine.
There you go. And then also, if you don't have the app downloaded, go download the Brown Water Banter app. Taylor and Cox Law Firm sponsored that for the rest of the year. It's got everything you need to stay connected with us through all of our social media platforms. And then also inside of that, if you're an outdoorsman, we've got weather, bag limits, all your current up-to-date for the scales and tails, everything you need for a day out on the water or hunting, because that season's coming up as well. So it's free in the App Store and Google Play. Well, if y'all keep tuning in,
go download it.
We'll keep doing them.